it. Good. Again. Welcome back to Boxing Profiles. How you guys doing today? It's on a Friday, and the current time is 5:47 p.m. Okay, on the West Coast. Check this out, guys. Tomorrow, we are going to go to Boxing Profiles TV is going to Pittsburg, California, to the Lions Den. That's right, the Lions Den in Pittsburg, California. We're going to go check out some up and coming fighters, amateur fighters, and possibly professional fighters, okay? Tomorrow morning, the sparring starts, okay? And Boxing Profiles TV, we are going to bring boxing back to TV, free TV, like in the days of old. That's what we're going to do at Boxing Profiles TV. We have the capability of picking up the whole podcast and going directly there and going live. That is what we're going to do. Okay, so look for it in the future. Also, folks, don't forget, tomorrow is supposedly the big super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. Look, I love Canelo to death. I never really cared for Triple G that much, but in this particular fight, I'm going to pick Triple G to win the fight, because the big reason and the main reason is because Canelo Alvarez is moving up and down in weight, and that is going to catch up with him. The last fight we saw Canelo in, he fought Bivol, and he didn't do very well at all. In fact, he just lost the particular fight. Now he's got to go back down in weight, and he has to fight Triple G. Okay, look. Okay, look, we saw that happen to Roy Jones Jr., and guess what? It was all bad for Roy Jones Jr. So now Canelo is doing it. Who knows? Maybe Canelo may have a better luck. Hopefully. But we have to find out, is Canelo Alvarez still the face of boxing? Okay? Is he pound for pound on that made up list that people are talking about, that make it sound like this is such a great accolade to have, is a pound for pound list? Again, folks, it is a made up list. It's really not significant. The significance of being in boxing is one thing. And you want to know what that is? That right there, the belt. Okay, whoever has those belts, those are the big dogs in that particular division. If you have more than one title, you are the man in that division, and you are the man to beat if you have more than one title. Okay, you can't just have one title and then everybody's saying, oh no, he's the man to beat. You can say what you want to say, all right, but the bottom line to it is, last time I checked, 3 was more than 1. You know, hey, so we'll find out what's going to happen. And I don't care what guys have done in other weight divisions and all that other stuff. When you're in one weight division and you're fighting in that division, that's the division that I focus on. And that particular division is, hey, you guys know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to say the names, okay? I don't even have to say the name. And look, the bottom line to it is that fight between those two fighters, no contract has been signed. I'm hearing a lot of guys out there saying, in fact, I hear a lot of YouTube saying the same thing. They're using different words. But basically, everybody's saying that there's going to be, I heard October 18th. Now I'm hearing November 18th that this fight is supposed to happen. Well, guess what, guys? Around that time of year, it doesn't make sense to have a big fight like that around that time of year. The reason why is because you have football that's on. You got to compete with football. I think college football also is around that time of year, which is very, very huge. Some of these sports are bigger than boxing. Okay, all right. So the question is people going to go tune away from football or college football or shopping during the holidays, okay, and watch the Errol Spence fight? So marketing wise, it really doesn't make any kind of sense, you know, to me, because people are doing other things. They're spending time with family and all this other stuff. That's what people are doing. Now, I could be completely 100% wrong, but I don't think I am, because you know, a lot of people are doing something. A lot of people have got sales going on, and you know, a lot of different things, and people don't want to pay a whole lot of money for, you know, a fight. It's going to cost you like maybe 80, 90 to $100 to watch this big fight, this big super fight. And you know, and they got gifts they got to get out to all these different families and all these other things that they have to do during that time of year. So marketing wise, it doesn't make any sense to me. All right, but again, you know, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, but I kind of think I do. But you know, it just doesn't make any sense that time of year. Now it makes more sense if they're talking about having that fight sometime in 2023. That makes more sense than anything, because everything that everybody has been saying, nothing has come to pass yet. No contract to this day has been signed. Negotiations for 5 months. Come on, come on. That's not making sense at all. No way, no form, no shape, and no fashion. None of it makes sense. Okay. So the bottom line to it is this: there's only three people. When they make this announcement is going to go viral for this particular super fight, which is Spence and Crawford. It will go viral. It's going to be Floyd Money Mayweather, Fight Hype, or from the people from HBO who's actually doing the negotiations. When we hear those three people make that announcement, it will be viral, because they're going to make that announcement formally, because the fight is supposedly be that big. So all these guys that are putting this stuff out there, all these YouTubers, they're saying this and they're saying that. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm not gonna sit back and pretend I know what's going on. I have no clue of what's going on, but I do know that there is currently no contract being signed yet. Okay, no contract been signed yet. Supposedly they're still in negotiations. I don't know. All I want to do is, if the fight happens, I would like to see the fight. Okay, that's all I could say. The bottom line to it is this. Okay, it would be, hopefully it is a great fight. Hopefully tomorrow night we see a great fight. Okay, so we see a great fight between Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, because both of these guys could be on their last leg. Okay, I believe if Canelo loses this fight, Canelo retires. That's what I believe. Okay, you know, I don't know what's going to go on with Triple G. Like I said, I'm not a big Triple G fan, but I picked Triple G to win the fight. Okay, but Triple G can't stand in front of Canelo. Okay, I don't care how big he is. I don't care how strong he is. He can't stand in front of Canelo and let Canelo get off with those fast combinations. Okay, that's why Canelo won the last fight. He was throwing a lot of combinations. I'm sorry. The last fight was a draw. So, you know, that's why this fight has happened. So, but, you know, but some people say, no, Triple G won the fight. Well, no, the judges said it was a draw. And that's exactly what it is. That's why we're here today, because it was a draw. Okay. So bottom line to it is this: we're going to find out which guy wants it more. And the question I have for both of the fighters is this: who wants to be great? Who wants to be the baddest middleweight on the planet? Because you only have 3 minutes in that first round to show us what you can do. If you earn the second round, then we have more time to see what you can do. But technically, you only have 3 minutes to be great. So what are you guys going to do with that time that you have? Are you going to be great throughout the whole fight? Or will the fight be a complete flop, like I've seen in the past between, you know, it wasn't a great fight, and it was one of the big fights that took 5 years to make. And then when the fight happened, it was like basically a one-sided fight. But everybody said this one fighter won, and he only landed 9% of the punches. Oh yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about when I say that. I don't have to mention the names. Okay, it was a one-sided fight. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Just because everybody's all hyped up and they're saying this and they're saying that, doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen in the fight. Okay, that's the bottom line to it, because nobody really knows. Everybody's speculating and saying this and saying that. You know, some of the boxing guys that actually fought, they might get it right, because they have a lot more experience than some of these guys that don't have any experience, or never even fought before. Okay, and some of those guys that never fought before, I don't know how they became boxing experts and all these pundits and all this other stuff. I just don't understand that. But you know, there are some things that go on in boxing that are just crazy. But getting back to the fight, okay, who wants to be great? That's the question. Is it Canelo or is it Triple G? You know, we're gonna find out which fighter is the baddest middleweight on the planet. Like I said, I'm going with Triple G in this fight, and I'm not a Triple G fan. And the reason why I'm going is because Canelo Alvarez keeps going up and down in weight. That is going to hurt him. We don't know if it hurt him. It may have hurt him in the last fight when he fought Bivol, because he lost that fight. Now that he's going back down, will this hurt him again? We'll find out tomorrow night. That is why I picked Triple G to win the fight. Again, Triple G, you cannot stand in front of Canelo and think that you're going to just knock him out. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. You're gonna have to use your jab, and you got to stay on the outside of his jab, because Canelo's always had problems with boxers. Okay, so we're gonna see what strategy Triple G brings into the ring. If he comes in there and he's trying to go toe to toe with Canelo, bad move. That's a bad move, trying to do that, going toe to toe with Canelo. You know, Canelo might be the small guy, but the man knows what he's doing. I mean, as you can see, the man, the face of boxing, he's done all kinds of things inside the ring. So, you know, this man's not a joke. So, you know, Triple G is not a joke either. But the bottom line to it is, you know, hey, look, Canelo is the champion still. So we're gonna find out, will he still be the champion tomorrow night? That is my take on this whole matter. Is I think Triple G is going to win the particular fight. Okay, and I don't know if it's going to be a knockout. I don't know if it's going to be a stoppage. I don't know. It could be a decision. We're gonna find out. But Canelo looked fired up. He looked like he's ready to go. But then again, we just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know, is this weight going to have an issue with Canelo? We just don't know. Okay, we will find out, because we saw Roy Jones do that, and Roy Jones, it was all bad for Roy Jones. Okay, and that's when things went bad. Roy Jones was oh man, the man was awesome when he fought, you know. But all this up and down in weight, I mean, come on, you know, your body has limits. Okay, Floyd Money Mayweather said it. Yeah, eventually Canelo's going to lose. Now, will this be his second loss in a row? Again, we're going to find out. Canelo, remember something. The Latino community is looking at you. Okay, they were upset at you because you lost that last fight. So what are you going to do this time? You know, they watching. Okay, we all watching you, bro. We watching you. We want to know, hey, are you still the face of boxing? Are you, as they say on this made-up list, the pound for pound king? Okay, because this fight could get you back on the pound for pound made-up list. That's why I call it the made-up list, because it's, to me, it's I think it's nonsense. If the man is the man, then why do we need to put him on the pound for pound list? He's already the best. Okay, he has the titles. He has all the titles in that division. So why would we need to put him on a pound for pound list if he has all the titles already? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. They just, somebody tell me something. If you guys like this sort of content, go ahead, write something in the comments, in the comment section. You know, you could write, you could like, you could hate, you could subscribe. Go ahead, guys, do all that for me, okay, guys? But look, the bottom line to it is this: I'm on here today to tell you guys about the Canelo Alvarez fight for tomorrow night. Hey, guys, if you can watch it, watch it. All right. If you don't, then you don't. But BPTV, which is Boxing Profiles TV, we are going to be in Pittsburg, California, at the gym, looking at up and coming fighters. Okay, now this is something that BPTV is doing. We're going to all the gyms, and we are looking at all of these new fighters that are out there and what skill levels they have. Okay, because we're looking at these amateur fighters, we're looking at these pro fighters, because currently right now boxing is not giving us the fights that we want as boxing hardcore fans. Now, There's a new word that I hear a lot of people saying. They call them casual fans. Okay, you could call them casual fans. I call them spectators. Okay, and the spectator is a guy that just jumped on the bandwagon and they say all kinds of crazy nonsense because they really don't know what they're talking about. And you expect that from them, you know. But the bottom line to it is you got your spectators that are out there that are just going to jump on the bandwagon and say nonsense and just want to act like they know what they're talking about. That's cool too, because guess what? Everybody has a right to their own opinion. And you know, that's just the way that is. Okay. Welcome to America, guys. Bottom line to it is this: we want to see great fights. And if the big boys in the boxing game is not going to give us the fights that we want, then guys like me and other guys that are on the internet, we have the ability to use our platforms and go to the gyms and find these talents and put them out there to let people know, hey, look, you might want to check this guy out over here. He's an exciting fighter, okay? And then you find these exciting fighters and then you put them together and you see what happens, whether it's sparring, whether they're in a real fight, it doesn't matter, okay? Which sparring is a real fight. We get them together and we bring that sort of content to you. That's right. That is the content that we as boxing fans are looking for. I'm not looking for to hear a guy sit behind the desk and talk all day. That's not what I really want to hear. I want to see what kind of talent that's in their state. Show me the talent that you got in your state. Yeah, I'm talking to all you guys that are out there. All you guys that have these platforms, that are on these platforms, I know you guys know there's gyms and there's fighters out there with talent. Hey, man, expose them. Expose those talents, man, because it's going to make boxing great again. That's what this is all about. If you guys want boxing to be great again and you guys want to see great fights, then expose these talents. Okay? I hear everybody talking about this new cat that's out there, Boots Ennis. Okay, great talent, does a lot of great things from what I've seen. But Boots In has never really been tested. Okay, does he have skills? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The man's got crazy, mad skills, but he's never been tested because he hasn't really fought anybody that was on his level. When you fight guys on your level, we will find out how great you really are. That's why we want to see a fight like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. That's why we want to see a fight like that. This fight with Triple G and Canelo, it could, you know, we're gonna find out if this fight could be greater than Crawford Spence. We'll find out, and we'll find out tomorrow night. Okay, because people want to see great fights. We don't want to just sit here and not see great fights. That's what I pay my money for. Okay, to see great fights. I want to see Canelo and Benavidez go at it. Would that be, that's a monster of a fight. That would be complete madness if those two guys went head to head. Okay? Okay? Canelo and Charlo would be madness if those guys went head to head and they went at it. Because there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser. Okay? But actually, both of these guys are winners because, as you can see, these guys both are they undisputed. Two undisputed champions going head to head. Dude, come on now. All right? And boxing needs to give these sort of fights to us. But again, like I said, if boxing's not going to give us these fights, then people with these platforms, we have to take responsibility and go find the talents, and we have to get those gyms together and get them to give us great fights that what other boxing fans can see, that they could go there and they can watch these fighters if the big boys are not going to do it. Okay, and that is what the content should be. But I'm not trying to tell you guys what your content should be. I'm just saying that's my opinion of what the content should be. It should be going out, finding these young, exciting fighters that are out there because they are the future of boxing. Okay, you got your Jaron Ennis, you got all these other guys that are out there. Okay, and they already at the top of their game. Well, guess what? I already know that those guys are at the top of their game, all right? And it's so hard for them to even get a fight when you're that good, okay? So the bottom line to it is this: look, if they're not going to give it to us at the top, let's take a step down where the guys are really hungry and they're going to give you 100% of themselves and fight. As you guys know, I'm a former fighter. Okay, so the bottom line to it is this: there's a lot of talent that's out there that's not discovered. And I'm not talking about those guys that's in the Olympics. Okay, I'm not talking about them dudes. I'm talking about the guys that don't make it to the Olympics, but they got talent. They have the talent. They got just as good of skills as some of these guys that are in the Olympics. Okay, and nobody knows who they are. Those are the guys that I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about that guy that is so bad that he don't have to have a amateur background and he can step into the ring with anybody and throw hands. That's the dude that I'm talking about. He's out there. I know he's out there. Okay, because we already know that Rolly Romero did that. Okay, I'm not a Rolly fan, but Rolly Romero did that. He don't really have any amateur fights. Not a whole. Nah. The man has got to come back from a jiu-jitsu background, but look what he's done. Look what he's done so far in professional boxing. So it's not like it can't be done. There's fighters out there that's done that. Okay, how long their careers are, I don't know. But the bottom line to it is that's the fighter that I'm looking for. I'm looking for new talents. Okay, I'm looking to give that guy that didn't make the Olympic team, and he is a fighter now, and he has to come up the hard way. That's the guy that we're looking for with the talent. Okay, because a lot of the guys that make the Olympic team with all those politics that's going on in there, okay, yeah, it's all kinds of craziness that goes on in there. We saw Mayweather get robbed. Okay, I believe Roy Jones got robbed. Okay, I can name a number of people that got robbed in these things. What's the girl name? What's her name? Shields, Calista, something like that. She got robbed. I don't. But look, the bottom line to it is a lot of politics in that particular game, and what I'm saying is there are great fighters that are out there. We just don't know who they are because no one's exposing them. Boxing Profiles, we're looking for you. So we're going to gym to gym to gym, trying to get the gyms together and getting these sparring matches going. That is what we're doing. Getting these sparring matches going to find out who wants to be great, who wants to show boxing fans that I'm the new talent on the block. That's what we're doing. Well, again, hey guys, let you guys know tomorrow night, the Canelo Alvarez fight. Okay? Again, I'm picking Triple G. I hope I'm completely wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Canelo. My dream would be Canelo go in there and smoke his ass. That would be my dream. Just he put smoke on him like smoking Joe Frazier would do when Joe Frazier was fighting. Okay, he brings smoke to him. Okay, period. That's it. But the bottom line to it is I picked Triple G for the fight because of Canelo's up and down in weight. It's gonna hurt him. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know. I heard something like he dropped so many pounds and in so many days or something like that. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. But anyway, to make a long story short, we are going to be Boxing Profiles and Boxing Profiles TV. We are going to be in Pittsburg, California, and we're going to be at the Lions Den in Pittsburg, California tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay, so if all you guys are out there and you guys are looking, you want to see some sort of actual boxing tomorrow, well, we're going to go ahead and go ahead and cover that event. All right, guys, you guys have a great day. Out, and remember something: keep punching, don't get punch drunk. Peace.